So what's been going on this week?
Nothing. I finally sent something in for the first time in 11 days.
I am. So how was your trip going down? How many states did you go to?
South Carolina, Georgia, and North Carolina.
Oh, nice.
It was
How many items you think you got?
like 1,600 miles. I ended up spending about $7,500.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I don't know. I use Home Depot boxes, and I have 17 of them full.
Man. Are you using an inventory lab to do your shipments?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can pick what warehouse you're going to?
No, it doesn't allow you to pick.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay, someone told me it did, that you can pick what warehouses you can do with it.
There's no program that allows you to pick.
I didn't think so. I mean, I've just been using the Amazon one. But
There is a program called Premium Placement, and it'll pick only warehouses around you, but it charges you. It's almost like $2 an item or something crazy.
Might as well stick with the Amazon replacement. I was doing that for a while, but it started added up because, I mean, I usually only ship in about 60 to 100 items. But I was doing that so it'd make it easier for me going to one warehouse.
Right.
But it ended up, seeing those fees at the end of the month. It's ridiculous. So now I just do what it tells me to do.
Yeah, I do too. I just wherever, it don't matter. They've kind of got me going to an AVP one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a redistribution warehouse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been this week. It's been kind of slow for me buying stuff this week because I've been waiting on my disbursement. But finally Wednesday, I'll get it. So I'll get to go get some more items, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I've not quite spent all that money.
Yeah. Not quite $7,500 worth, But
yeah, I had a budget to spend $11,500 this week.
Oh. Mary, you find how does those pallets go, Mary, that you got?
Oh, we're just digging into the. I've got 2 pallets in here now. The pallet of the purifiers I got in. 5 of them are brand new. They go for $297, and some of the other ones are about $150 each. There was about 5 different kinds on that one pallet, though. So with the prep and pack, I'm doing that a little bit at a time.
So you bought the whole semi?
26 pallets we bought. It was really kind of nice, though. The gentleman that I was working with let us go into a warehouse, and we actually hand-picked our pallets.
Right.
But I'm going to be very honest with you. If you don't have an eBay account, you don't want a truckload like we got. Because there are, crushed boxes. There's a few customer returns. So, yeah, if you want strictly Amazon, the way I did it is not the way to go.
Well, I did eBay full-time for a year and a half, so I've still got an eBay account that doesn't have you. It's so old it doesn't have any limits or anything on it.
Right?
Yeah, I only bought one banana box before, and I got shafted on that thing. I mean, the guy was like, "Well, you can expect to have a 20% loss on it," and then I get home and it's like 65% loss. I think I lost $30 on it. And like I made some money back, but yeah, I've got to get hooked up with somebody that that can give overstock and shelf pulls only.
You need Caesar's hookup.
Yeah, get Caesar's hookup.
I can't wait when he launches that.
Yeah. Do you, have you ordered off of liquidation.com, Mary?
Yes, I did right when I began. I wouldn't use them though.
You wouldn't use them? I've ordered a couple things from them. It wasn't bad. They were. It was a long time ago though. When I first started doing it, I ordered some shelf pulls, and it was some jewelry, and basically paid like 5 cents an item. I didn't really sell them online because I had eBay back then. I sold a few of them, but just recently I had a garage sale at my house, and I just had them out there, and I sold the whole box of them. Charging people $1 a piece for things that I only spent like 5 or 10 cents on. So that was kind of neat. But I mean, I see now that they post a lot of stuff that's in new condition. So, but the shipping on it is just insane.
Yeah, it's like $40 a box, isn't it?
Yeah, at least. I think that's the minimum is $40 a box. And then you get these heavy boxes. I mean, I bid on the auction a couple months ago. Thank God I didn't win it because I looked in at the shipping. It was over $200. I was like, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a pallet place in Myrtle Beach just south of me, like an hour. So I'm gonna buy some there, but I can't get around to it.
Yeah. I've just been sticking with what I know. Going to big lots, Walmart. I don't really have any good luck at Target.
Much harder.
Yeah.
I've had customers ship pallets from 888 lots, and they're good.
Is that kind of like liquidation.com?
This is all new one, shelf pulls only.
Oh, okay. You said 888. What was it called?
Lots.com. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look into that. But I mean, like every little dollar that I can find extra out of my bills, because I do work full time. Like this weekend, I went and found a couple items for $6.50 a piece, and they have $22 profits on them a piece. So I was like, oh, I can afford $15 to buy 2 of them, So we'll get that shipped off on Wednesday night, as soon as the disbursement comes.
Nice.
But I found a new love for Walgreens, like I said on the last show. I'm gonna have to just go all over Dallas and try to hit up all of those.
Yeah, you got John living in Dallas now, so you have some competition.
Yeah, I don't know where in Dallas he's at though, but yeah, I hear that he mainly goes to Walgreens.
He does Walgreens,
Target,
Starbucks, and he's been doing more clothes lately to TJ Maxx.
Oh, okay. Are we having issues with the chat on the page? Is there no chat?
There's no chat.
There's no chat. Well, I didn't set it up through YouTube this time. I set it up through Google Hangouts. I don't know if that makes any difference. If anybody who's hosted these before, if not, if you guys want to say something or ask something, just do it in the comments, and we'll try to get to that. Or if you want to at least say hi, we're at 305 members now in the Motivators group, so that's yeah. I'm kind of excited about that. That came up pretty quick. That's only 2 weeks into it, like heavily into it. So it's kind of cool. And a lot of people that's joining, I've been in touch with a lot of people that I message throughout the day, and they've been helping me and motivating me because I've been down a lot, and I've kind of been unmotivated to go and buy stuff, and then you kind of need the extra push sometimes. Kind of like the Scott's push. Got to go a couple states.
I know.
You're live for everybody.
Huh?
You're live for everybody.
Hey. Hi, Miss Scott.
For everybody.
You're live.
I'm alive for everybody.
That camera is live on the internet, fool.
Oh. Hey, everybody.
Hi, Mr. Scott.
Yeah, Mrs. Scott.
You get the devil too. Does she get to travel with you?
About every other trip. She's had 2 back surgeries. She can't take the riding.
Oh.
I'm the big baby.
I would love to do that. And I was telling Scott I'd love to do that as well. One day when I can get to do this full time, but you know, my wife, she doesn't want me gone all the time. I wonder. But you said you've been married, what, 20 years now?
24 this summer.
Yeah.
God bless me.
So, I mean, what made you come around to letting him take off a few days a week to go get some stuff?
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
It's an absolute blessing.
She's lying.
Although I do miss him like crazy, but I will tell you, after you're used to somebody working 80 hours a week,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're at home with you full time,
Mm-hmm.
it's
That's
nice to have a little break. But I like traveling with them too because that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm more of a burden and kind of weigh them down a little bit. But I'm a heck of a lot of fun to travel with.
She's my entertainment.
Yeah, just kind of, you guys tag team on scanning?
I know. I shop.
She shops for her.
I
And
shop.
I scan.
And he sources. There's a difference.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, see,
but it is a lot of fun. But I do feel like I slow him down. But it's the trip that makes it fun because we end up listening to, you know, late 70s rock and early 80s rock, and just when the delirium hits you and you're both singing together in the car, you both just like crack up laughing. So it's not something that's cut out for people that don't have a sense of humor, especially with us.
now, do you guys have kids or no?
We have one.
Are they out of the house now? Or?
No, let's not talk about that. He'll be a senior next year, and he's our only child, and I'm not ready to let go. So.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're still in school here. He doesn't get out of school till Friday.
yeah, my daughter, she just got out of school today. She's in kindergarten, so
Aww.
yeah.
I saw the picture. It's amazing how much she's grown in just the 1 year pictures.
Yeah.
He'll be graduating soon too.
No, I don't want to think about that. But I mean, my kids motivated me a lot to do this. As I was saying on the last show, I used to DJ. That was the business I had before. I did karaoke and weddings and stuff like that. And I was gone 4 or 5 nights a week, and plus I still have my full-time job. And so I was never home. You know, I was home a few nights a week, and you know, it just started weighing on me that, you know, my kid. I got 2 little girls, so you know they need their dad.
They do.
So, and so that's why, you know, I was like, I gotta think of something to do at home, and I was trying to look up at-home businesses and stuff, and all I could find was like data entry and all that. And I was like, I don't want to do that stuff. And so
Well, you are kind of doing data entry by doing this because you're inputting the data for Amazon.
Yeah.
You can look at it that way.
I guess I can look at it that way, but I just we started doing eBay first, and like we have Big Lots, and I found a T-shirt for like $2, and I thought it was kind of cool. I was like, let's see if we can sell it, and it sold for $15. And then I was like, well, let's see what else we can do. And so we started doing that, and we were doing pretty good on eBay, and then I found Amazon.
Peel it off and redo it.
And then in September last year, I found FBA. I didn't know anything about FBA.
Around the same time that we did. I guess
Oh, yeah?
we started in July of last year, which kind of turned life around for us.
Yeah. So I mean, that's but since only January, I've been actually trying to make money on it. And my goal was to, by the end of the year, be able to quit my day job. But that's a tough thing to do when you're the only income in your house. But I mean, it's going good. In January I closed out. I think it's $700 for the whole month, and then last month I was just under 3,000. So it's coming up.
Yeah, you hadn't done a fourth quarter yet. You'll really be amazed how much you can sell and really build some bank for the next year.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few people I've talked to on here that they say they make the whole year's worth of money in Q4.
I think that Scott will attest to this too. Sacrifice and reinvest every you possibly can, because it pays big dividends by doing so.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't met anybody on that does it full time that just goes out and blows a bunch of money on themselves. You know, I
I
guess you got
blow
to
a
be.
bunch of his money, but we don't blow a lot of money together.
Yeah.
I really don't, though. I mean, we really, we buy what we need for the business, but I think aside from buying a new bed, that's really been our biggest splurge. That hasn't been
The van.
for well, the van was for the business, babe. But it's
So
been fun.
Yeah, I bet.
Fun. I'm going back before my dog jumps off the bed.
Well, enjoyed talking with you.
Yeah, we have a dog that's had back surgery. He can't jump off the bed. He might get hurt.
Oh. So Scott, when you started doing this, were you doing it full time? Like when you started doing like last year at the same time as me, was it full time or were you doing it? Did you have a day job too?
I was doing eBay.
Okay.
I had done eBay for a year and a half before I switched over.
Mm.
I was running restaurants and got mad at my boss as a district manager. And I'm like, I don't need this anymore. And I had a big meeting that I was supposed to meet with the owner and everybody. And I said, well, it's a good y'all all here. I got a piece of paper I need to give you. And I really didn't have any idea. I'd been part-time selling on eBay. I'm like, well, maybe I'll make a go of it. And
yeah, I kind of gave up on eBay. I was looking at some other websites that don't have as much fees, but I can't find any that's as good as eBay as well. You know, like I was looking at Bonanza, and everybody I was talking to about Bonanza, like, oh, I've sold like maybe one thing in 6 months. You know.
that's exactly what I've heard.
Yeah. I mean, that website looks like it has potential, but
Yeah, but
if
if
it doesn't,
it doesn't have traffic, that's the problem.
yeah, no traffic at all. Just want to say hi to everybody and watching. Like I said, I guess the chat's not loaded up for some reason. So if you guys want to ask anything, Scott does this full time, so he could probably help you a lot better than what I can on it. And Mary does it 2 times. You do it full time as well, right?
eBay, Amazon, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, if anybody has a question, just put it in the comments and we'll get to it.
I do want to mention one thing that I ran into today.
What's that?
Back in January, February, I was trying to get ungated in all the categories.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. So today I went to send my shipment in, and it said I'm not authorized to sell in a category. They were backpacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on the phone with Amazon probably 45 minutes today, and they've opened a case. If you get ungated in a category, make sure that you send something in on those categories.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're going to let me, list these backpacks because I've done the flat file and all that, or maybe they'll have me resubmit it.
Okay.
But, you know, all these people over the weekend were getting ungated in all these categories. Send something in quick.
Okay. That's some good advice on that. I actually got ungated in automotive finally this weekend too, but I had a couple items at my house, so I went ahead and listed those as merchant fulfilled, and that night I sold one of my items, so
Nice.
I've already shipped that off today. So hopefully that'll keep me ungated in it.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. So she's not the only one.
Yeah,
So
I just wonder how all of those are going to go with, you know, everybody that did get ungated with no files or pictures, or do you think that was just a glitch in the system?
I don't know. I went through the shoes one, and it didn't ask me for anything, but it told me it denied me and said I had to be a manufacturer or an authorized sales rep. And I just wonder how people are getting around that. You know, there's going to be a lot of people put false information on there, and Amazon's going to figure it out and start suspending accounts. I didn't want to lie to them because Amazon has a way of suspending and asking questions later.
yeah, I've seen that happen to a few people. I was just so worried about the automotive because I've been finding some good clearance on it, but I've been restricted in it. But
No,
I hope that doesn't go away.
automotive's been that same way. When I applied for automotive 4 or 5 months ago, it was that way. So you just had to answer some questions and tell them how many you were going to sell.
Well, I did it once and they denied it, and then I guess because I messed up on maybe my Amazon website, I messed up typing it in, typo or something maybe, because they said it wasn't a valid storefront is what it said, and so I just made sure I typed everything good this time, and yeah, they sent me an email that I was good to go.
Somebody in the chat wanted to know what kind of scanners do we use.
Okay.
I use an Opticon. I have an Opticon 2006. They make 3 models.
Okay. I use Scoutify and I use Amazon Seller app. I use the Scoutify. My wife, she doesn't have it on her phone. She uses a Seller app, so we always compare. But it's just it'll give you the same answer. I think Scoutify is a little bit more detailed because you can look up camel and Keepa on there, so you can track how often that item sells. But that's what I use.
Now, I think she was asking like the Bluetooth scanner that's attached to your phone that reads into Scoutify.
I don't use a Bluetooth. I'm just using the app.
Yeah. There's a scanner called a KDC 200. I've heard good things about it, but it's the most expensive. And a lot of people use forget what the name of it is. It's little and blue. It's about $110 new. I'll think about it in a minute. But there's 3 or 4 types that are mainly used.
Are you talking about like the PDA type ones?
No, it's a Bluetooth scanner. It just reads the barcode into your phone, so you don't have to use the camera.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I use my camera.
It's much faster to use the scanner.
Okay.
Because it reads the laser with a red laser like at a register or whatever. So it picks it up immediately. You don't have to worry about focusing, turning your camera, or turning the box. It'll read from any angle.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, I seen some guy like that at the store. I think last week.
I could grab mine.
Yeah, he had it. He had like wrapped around his wrist, and he had it in his hand. So it just looked like he was looking at his phone. It didn't look like he was scanning. So it was. I was wondering what he was doing. What do you use, Mary? Do you use the Amazon Seller app?
I use that and Profit Bandit.
Okay, yeah, Profit Bandit.
That's it. It's itty bitty. And it hangs on a little.
Okay, yeah.
Around my neck, so you can see the.
So what do you do? How do you try to keep it from like managers?
I don't hide it if they see it, whatever.
Yeah, I've never seen that issue. No one's ever asked me anything.
Yeah, most of the time it's a cashier or an employee, and they want me to explain what I do. They want to hear about it. So
Yeah, I just tell people I donate.
I told one cashier I was a hoarder.
You're only a hoarder for a week.
Oh yeah.
Hey James, how's it going, man?
Evening, all. How's it going? It
Good.
is hot. It's hot, hot, hot.
It's hot in Cali today, huh?
Oh yeah.
Look at
You see it, but it still says 99.
Whoa.
You hit 103 today.
wow. Yeah, I think we got like 95 in Dallas today. But we got that humidity, so.
In
How's your
Wisconsin,
week been?
Thunderstorms the other day, but it never developed. But yeah, we have the humidity here today.
How's your week been, James?
Good, good. Went to a estate sale, picked up all kinds of stuff. Went back over there yesterday. My buddy wanted to get a stove they had. They got it for. He had a list for $275, and he got the stove, antique ironing board, and well, see, he got a couple other things for $160. So, stove, it's an old electric one, probably from the 30s.
Oh, nice.
So we went to go pick that up today in the heat. That was fun. It was porcelain, so it was hot.
Working hard for your money.
It was just for a friend. It was his. He's not going to sell it. He's going to put it in his house.
Oh,
It
okay.
was his, behind the back of the wood burning stove that he picked up.
Oh, okay.
He's going to put it out front. He's going to refurbish it, break it down, sand down the legs, and probably powder coat that. But the top part of it still looks nice, all porcelain and enamel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's what I did. Estate sales and yard sales.
Oh, okay.
But
Mary, they had a question for you. Barry, he wants to know what that website is. You said 888 lot.
888lots.com.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to check that out too. James, did you do any of the ungating this weekend?
no.
blue?
I'm not even want to deal with that part of it. I'm and actually I'm not even a pro seller. Yeah, I let my pro seller thing lapse.
Oh, okay. You do the individual thing,
Yep. Yeah.
and they charge you $1 an item, right?
Yeah, 99 cents. Yep. And I sell more than 40 items a month, so I should possibly do it, but I don't like that automatic things. No, I want to have control of it.
Oh, okay. So you let them hit you with that $1 each item. That adds up, though, right? I mean, on the individuals, can you send stuff into FBA? You have to be pro seller.
Oh yeah. In fact, I sent one in today. It was kind of strange. First time ever. I had this one shipment. I started it at the end of May, and I got all these books this over the weekend. So I finished up one shipment and said, okay, I'm just going to do 30 items on this first one just to see how many places this is going to go since I waited so long. And boom, hit the key, and all of it going to California. So, whoa, that's never happened. Never had a shipment going to California, ever. They always go to New Jersey, Maryland, Tennessee, out that way.
They make me send to California every time from this side of the country.
And and I think they do that purposely. They say, oh yeah, you get this cheap discount on shipment. But yeah, they make you send it across the country. So this 45 pounds of stuff cost me $8 and a penny for shipping.
Media mail.
Wow.
Yeah, that media mail is pretty cheap.
No, that's not media mail. That's UPS.
You did UPS? it was all books though, right?
No, books, everything. It was just what did they have? A keyboard,
Oh, okay.
books, a bunch of CDs, a couple of video games, AC power adapters, all kinds of different stuff. That's what I say. It amazed me that they all went to one warehouse. So I'm not complaining. I said, yeah. Yeah, usually I'll take all the labels and I'll put them on, but after it said that that's where it's going, I said, yeah, accept it, yes, whatever. I didn't want them to change their mind.
Yeah, I never get anything going to Texas.
Yeah.
It's always Ontario.
They incur more costs for UPS. They get more money.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I believe that.
I was under the impression that it sent it to wherever they had the last sales or whatnot. So
yeah,
it's faster for them.
Yeah.
You don't believe that?
Uh-uh.
No, because I get the same 3 warehouses.
Every single one, I mean, since I started, every single shipment went to the East Coast. And people that are living on the East Coast, everything that they ship goes to the West Coast. It never failed. So
there has been a little change. I've heard a lot of people are having to send to, like I do AVP1, it's a redistribution warehouse. So once it gets there, they immediately send it to other warehouses. So you don't have to pay all the postage, but you have to wait an extra 3 or 4 days for your stuff to go live.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah, because I listened to you guys the start of the show, and what you were talking about, if you could get to choose specifically which warehouse. And yeah, $2 an item is a little bit too much. But if it was, just the $20 per item of every item that's in the box, pick it to go to California. Hell yeah, I'll do that.
I had some people asking me the other day about the Canada thing. Do any of you guys send to Canada? Do the Canada selling?
eBay, yes, but not Amazon. I mean, I did sign up for that international thing.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't had anything like that sale yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I do international. I've sold several things international, but not to do on the Canada's website.
How do you sign up to do the international? Like do you
it was
ship it to
an email that was sent to me. Invitation, I guess. I don't know if it's, but it said go to here and click this, and I forget exactly. It was just a simple thing. You go on, log on, and go to one site and click on it that you'll accept international shipments. Okay. It doesn't cost me anything extra, and I think if I read it correctly, I think the only thing is you may have to wait a little bit longer for payment to be processed.
What you do is go under settings, and international is one of the ones down towards the bottom, and you have to do something about uploading your signature or something.
Yeah.
And then tell it okay, and then once you've done that, it can go anywhere. It won't even cost you whatsoever.
Yeah, I did that a long time ago. But the Canada thing that I got a few weeks ago, it was saying you couldn't do FBA. It's just merchant fulfilled stuff.
Yeah, I don't do any merchant fulfilled at all.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it, because I don't know how the market is up in Canada. If it's, I would think
they
the
have
US
their own
would be a lot
FBA,
better.
don't they? They have FBA.ca, Amazon.ca.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
The only thing I'm merchant fulfilled is mistakes that I buy that I can't send in.
But I do MF, merchant fulfilled. It's called eBay. Yeah. I'm going to store it. I'm going to do it on eBay. In fact, I got a bunch of those Sirius radios.
Nice.
One of them has like 100 and something views, 11 watchers, and it's already got a bid on it. Started off at $49.99.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of vehicles have it built into it now. So I guess some of the older vehicles, you got to get that.
And this thing has been stored in those bins for quite a while, and I plugged them in. They updated channels, and they started playing. So I think it's a lifetime activation.
Oh, nice. And keep one for yourself, huh?
Nah.
I
I
didn't
got
hear about it,
YouTube.
but as much
I'll play my music on YouTube.
as much as I drive, I kind of enjoy not having the commercials or look for a channel.
Yeah. Now, Scott, when you going in these different states and different places, do you do any bundles at all? No bundles?
I'm not creative enough to do a bundle.
Yeah, we were talking.
I can't even draw a stick figure.
Yeah,
That's
we
when
were
you hired
talking
it out to
the other
Fiverr.
night about that. What's that, James?
So that's when you hire all the creative stuff out to Fiverr. Let them do it for you.
No kidding.
Scrub Jays
I
are
want
fighting.
to. I want to look into it, but it just seems like it takes a lot of time to do it, and I don't know how easy it is to go back out and fulfill the same items that you did, to get at that same price.
You would definitely need a wholesale where you can get a lot of the same product.
Yeah. Mary, you do bundles for people, right?
Yeah.
Do you come up with the stuff, or they tell you?
They create their own bundles, ship me the supplies, and then I bundle it for them. Even in the grocery category, they're doing a lot of bundles.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed that. I've been scanning boxes of cereal, and they're like packs of 6 and stuff like that. So if I bought that, I could ship that to you, and you would put it together for me. I could ship you 6 separate cereal boxes, and you would put it together and ship it to FBA.
Yes.
Awesome.
You have
'Cause
to be careful with groceries. There is a grocery rule that if it's not a multi-pack from the vendor, you can't make the multi-pack. So if they didn't make it in 6 boxes, and you're not supposed to be able to do that. They do it anyway, but you're not supposed to.
Yep.
So like I couldn't do like a bundle of like two cereal boxes and.
If the manufacturer sells it in 2, then you can do that.
Like the Snickers bars have those 10 Snicker bars in that big package.
Mm-hmm.
That's a manufactured lot, a bundle. So you can do that. But if they don't sell them in 9-packs, you can't make a 9-pack.
That's right.
Well, I mean, like I'm talking about like getting say that 10-pack and buying like 4 of them, and it's saying it's 4 packs of 10 items. You can do that, right?
You can do sets of packs of 10.
Yeah.
But you can't do them of 9 or 8 or 7
Yeah.
or anything like that. Only what they've made in for sale to the public.
Okay. So you would set it like I was saying about the cereal boxes. You could do, have it listed, but have a set of 2 or whatnot.
If they sold them, if the manufacturer had a package deal where a buy one get one free, whatever, it was a multi-pack of 2 boxes and all wrapped together, and they sold that in the stores, then you could do it. But if they didn't sell those and have those manufactured themselves, you can't.
Okay, that's good to know.
Now, what you can do with bundles, now bundling, is like you get I don't know if this works or not, but a box of cereal, a Mickey Mouse bowl, and a Mickey Mouse spoon.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bundle. What you're talking about is multi-packs.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can't do multi-packs is what you're saying.
Only if it was created by the manufacturer. If it's done by the manufacturer, you can do a bundle, multi-pack like that. But it has to be the same quantity.
Okay.
Yeah, I see people doing it.
They do it. They're not supposed to. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I did a mistake, and thought about it. I said, oh, I better take care of that. I sent in a frozen water pad. It's like a slip and slide. This big 36-inch ring, a water thing you hook up to a hose. I know it was a real one, but I wasn't even thinking. I just scanned it, put the price in, and sent it off to FBA. And I thought, oh no, that's frozen. I didn't get permission on that. Oh well, and I was going to deal with it, but it already sold and was shipped. So, okay, I'm not dealing with it then. Yeah, but don't mess with your frozen. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
And be sure to delete it from your account.
I'm gonna wait a week and done. I'm getting it off.
See, I did that. I bought some K-cup things at Walgreens about 5 months ago. It's one of those reusable K-cups that you can put the coffee grinds in, and I shipped it off. I bought a couple of them. I shipped it off. I sold one, and then a few weeks later, I got an email saying that I guess that was a copy of something, and I had to delete it out of my inventory. I don't know if that means. Yeah. Yeah, they're like, you have 72 hours to delete this out of your inventory, I bought it at the store, so I didn't think anything about it. Maybe that's just a private label that somebody actually owns the rights to, I think is what it was. And, they told me to take it out of my inventory. So.
Aaron wanted us to talk about Repricers. He's in a free trial of App Eagle right now.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, my trial ended, and I signed up now for the membership. If you'll check your email when your free trial is over, they'll send you an email with a 50% off code. So your first month will only be $25.
Mine only is $25. Talk about Repricers. He's in a free trial.
Oh, yours only $25. Oh, did you get grandfathered into it or something?
Yep.
That's what you told me. Yeah.
Aaron, the big time saver with a Repricer.
Email when your free trial is over. They'll send you an email with a 50% off code. So your first month. Hey John, you gotta mute your YouTube. You gotta mute the video.
I got him.
Okay.
I beat you.
The big time saver with a Repricer, Aaron, is the fact that if your item doesn't sell immediately, that Repricer every hour is going to help you sell it. Whereas if you wait and change how many times in a week do you want to look at all your items in Seller Central? I mean, if you take 2 or 3 hours every week, you're talking 10, 12, 14 hours a month. What is your time worth to you? Is the way I look at it.
Yeah.
And see, mine I do differently. I do books, and a majority of my stuff is books. And I have a certain price that I want for it, and I have it set. I don't look at it not that often. Maybe 4, 5, 6 months down the road, I may have to take a look at it. But in fact, June 6th, I got my bill for storage fees. I think I have 1,157 items right now in inventory. Wow. And it was $18.
That's awesome. But it depends on what kind of business strategy you're going at. I'm a very fast turn kind of person. I want it in and out. So the Repricer just keeps me very aggressive. Whereas you're more of a long-term, set for my price, and it wouldn't be a good idea to spend the money for you if that's not your strategy.
Yeah. And then, mine are very long-term items, long-tail items. And I don't have that many duplicate items. I do have some, but not that many.
Yeah, I just like that. You don't have to go back in and keep adjusting prices. Like I was going in and hitting match low, and then you end up losing money. Especially when the buy box could be higher. So, I mean, that's what I like about it, and I've been getting a lot more sales since I've had it.
Yeah, that's the other big thing I noticed is when I first signed up for it last August, I was like 7% buy box of my items, and I consistently say 40% now. It's a huge difference in how much I sell because of being in the buy box.
So
Yeah,
with
I
that
lo-
repricer, can you set your return on investment then, or how do you
What?
do you just put in the lowest that you'll take?
That's right. You set the minimum and the maximum, and it'll fluctuate in between there based on who you decide your competition is. You know, whether it's other FBA sellers, whether it's all sellers.
yeah, that's what I do. Like,
Okay, you little monk.
I'll tell you exactly how I do my stuff. Like when I buy my items and I bring them home, I'll I'll of course list it on Amazon, and then after I list it on Amazon, I'll open up App Eagle, and then I will look at what my Amazon FBA fees will be for that item, and then like me, the least I'll take for an item would be 30% ROI. So I'll go in there, I'll add my Amazon FBA fees, I'll add what I spent on the item, then I'll add 30% to that, and I'll make that my lowest. And that's how I personally set my items. And then I'll make the highest. I'll put like $50 or $100, whatnot, and then let it do its thing, and it'll fluctuate. I mean, I had three little Tonka truck type things, and each one of them sold for a different price. So it was kind of neat to see that. That's how I personally set my prices. But you can also go in, and there's different formulas that you can do where it will do a percentage below somebody or whatnot. There's just different ways how you can set it up.
Yeah, I actually have mine set up to match a penny above somebody. I don't want to trigger their repricer and go below them. So no, I have mine come to them so it'll share the buy box, not to go under them.
And you had to set that up with that formula type thing, right?
Yeah, there's under how it reprices is one of the options. Plus 01 is one of the options of how to reprice.
Yeah. But either way, I mean, the stuff sells pretty quick, even if it's a penny under.
Yeah, but a lot of reprices are set to, if you go under a penny, they're set to go under you a penny. So
Oh, gotcha.
Race to the bottom. Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, I mean, like I said, but in that situation, I still set mine at the lowest at 30%. So even if it keeps going down, I'm still going to make my 30% that I want to. And yeah, Scott, we'll have to on another hangout that's not live. I'll show you some of the ROIs that I got back on these items that I've been listing.
All right.
My computer is kind of slow, so it I would show everybody right now, but I don't want the whole thing freezing up.
It's such big numbers, it freezes it up.
Yeah. Yeah. My computer will go into shock. They'd probably get mad at me, saying, "Why aren't you sending more stuff in the FBA?" Caesar, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, everybody? How are you?
Hi,
Doing
Caesar.
good.
Doing good, Caesar.
How was your week?
Marianne.
Oh,
How are you, Caesar?
Hi. What's going on, Bama?
I'm doing good, man.
All right. Who else we got? We got Kelly, of course, in the house. John. I see just a kitchen light, but that's awesome. And then Lucy's hiding. That's awesome.
He's dealing with computer problems.
Yeah.
I was eating dinner and then got a PM from one of my buddies if I was going to catch a show, and then found out who it was, and I was like, no, I'm not going to watch that. It was just one of those shows that they were enemies and they talk mad crap about the guy, and all of a sudden they're best friends, and I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I saw there's a couple.
Marianne, I think Cal knows what I'm talking about, but I don't watch
that. Yeah, there's a few shows going on tonight, I saw.
No, yeah, but this one here is like, I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch those shows, but when they told me about it, I was like, no, I don't watch that.
I thought you were talking
weird.
about TV.
It seems like it's planned. Like it's not real. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's something that they're trying to do to get more viewers on their YouTube channel. I don't know, but I mean, hey, more power to them. It's all good. It's just weird. Well, we could talk offline about that. No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always have to have a little after show party.
Yeah, go up because today I do see the live button. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! That's good. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
How was your week, Caesar? Any good scores?
The weekend I was at a wedding on Saturday.
Ah,
Yeah, I was on my cousin got married in Chino Hills.
oh, nice.
So we were over there. It was nice, it was nice. And that was the first wedding I've ever been to where they released doves when they turned up in that wife. I was like, what the hell? Hey, catch one.
Did you go look for your shotgun? Pull!
Dude, I swear, it was nice. I was just looking like, oh. And then all of a sudden, like, hey, the receptionist inside, like, oh, okay.
Hi, Lucy.
I
Hi
love some-
everyone. I'm back.
Everything get fixed?
as far as that, I mean, there's just a lot of things going on in the on Facebook. I mean, or the community, whatever you guys call it. There's a lot of things going on. I mean, I don't know if it was James or if it was me, but I think we spoke too loud because now it seems like a lot of people are doing the same thing that we all talked about in the beginning. You got one character. I don't want to say any names, but he's doing exact same course that we were talking about. Not course, scratch that. Same idea that we were talking about, but theirs is called mini lots. I'm pretty sure you guys see the advertisement when you guys click on YouTube.
I haven't seen it.
Well, yeah,
I've been hiding under a rock lately.
And what I mean, it's pretty good content, there. And then one of our, I'm pretty sure all of us are in that group. One of our buddies, he also started a program and created a website already. So I mean, it's a lot of good. It's exciting, but I'm just wondering, like, scratching my head, like, did we talk too loud, or because even our other friends on the other side that just cried too much even know about it. I don't know. I need to talk to you about that, James, because that's kind of weird.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Because now I'm just like, and we'll talk more offline, guys, because it's very, very, very interesting. Very interesting in details. So.
No problem. So what's the weather like down there? It's burning up here.
Yeah.
Huh?
What's weather like up down there? It's burning up here.
Oh, dude, up here, the highest was about 91. But in my house, it was like 87 in my house. I mean, it was still warm, but we started. I mean, normally we don't like to turn on the AC till like later, but we turned that sucker on, dude. And yeah, it was about 91 outside and about 87 inside, so it was really like humid and stuff.
You guys are lucky. It was 60 degrees today.
It's nice weather. It was nice weather, but the only thing I don't like about up here is that we have that mountain weather. Well, you too, James, where it'll be dry from morning till like 1 o'clock. No, scratch that, till 3 o'clock, and then from 3 o'clock and on, it starts getting windy again. Like, what the hell? That's the reason why I got sick last time when we were talking. I thought I kissed the wrong girl, but no.
Do that thing with your camera.
Huh?
You have to do that thing with your camera. Shine the light on it.
Awesome. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the Facebook reselling groups that, yeah, we'll take it offline. I don't want to sound like if I'm talking trash, which I'm not. It's pretty exciting stuff, but everybody has a different feeling or a different approach to it. So I don't want to say that you guys get all gangster with me and start talking down on this. I don't want to say anything.
Oh boy, let me get another vodka. I need another vodka for that.
No, but it's good stuff, though. It's good stuff. But, like, for example, I'll throw one example. The last time Chris and all of us talked, Chris is not a big fan of courses, at least some of them. So that's why I don't want to go there. We'll talk about it offline.
Yeah.
I saw Lucy's post that she had no sales today.
No, I don't. I'm still checking. Look.
He's like, I got no sales today.
Look, 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 I just refreshed. Can you guys see? Look at this. Where am I? Where are we? Can you see? Can you see? Can
I
you see?
can't see. I just see.
Yeah, it's just reflection.
I just see white.
Come on, you stupid camera. Focus. Focus.
We don't see nothing.
Well, it's 000.
Oh,
Did you-
we're almost there. Okay.
Well, did you sign up for any of the App Eagle or anything, Lucy?
No, I did not sign up for that.
Well, try
I
the
did
2 week.
Yeah, I do. I have to do that. Yes, I want to do that. I forget the website. I have to go back into your Facebook and get the information again and write it down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just talk to
Caesar,
you.
Caesar Marianne was telling us about a website that she knows of, the 888 lots. Have you looked into that?
Oh yeah, I know them. I mean, my thing about, I don't know if you guys heard me talk about it, but you just gotta be careful when you guys are I guess you could say buying online, you know, because it's kind of like when you guys go to a thrift store or Goodwill, wherever, you buy something and you don't know if it works until you take it home and plug it in, right?
Yeah.
With them, you talk to them on the phone. You're not seeing them in person. You're not there in person to look at your pallets or look at your inventory that you're interested in buying. So it's kind of like, you know, you're pretty much buying your inventory blindfolded. You know, you don't. I mean, they could tell you, oh, we got mixed lots, and you're gonna ask them, well, do you have a manifest? They're gonna say no because it's mixed lots or whatever. They're gonna come up with an excuse, and then they're gonna tell you, oh yeah, a lot of it is new, a lot of it's, you know, whatever. But when you take it home or when they deliver it to you, which you're gonna pay a pretty good shipping cost, that's when you're gonna find out where either A, you got maybe about 40% good to go for Amazon, and the other half of it, it's good to go for either eBay because the box is damaged, the box is screwed up, but the items in there are good, but you cannot sell it as brand new in Amazon because of the box screwed up. Or the item is too big and you don't want to take the hit on your shipping charges or on the fees, so then you're gonna try to sell on Craigslist. So I mean, there's still money to be made, but not as quick as you think you're gonna turn it on Amazon because of the condition that you're gonna receive it in. But I mean, my best advice, if you guys can, is find one locally where you can go to their warehouse, talk to them, get to know them, build that relationship, and actually see them firsthand what you're buying. That way you feel comfortable and you feel good about it. But that's just me, though. Why is everybody so quiet?
I definitely agree, Caesar.
When Caesar talks, we all listen.
All of us good. No, I'm being honest though, because I mean,
Yeah.
I've been doing this for going almost 5 years now, and I mean, I bought a lot of stuff where I lost money. You know, a lot of us. I mean, we're all gonna experience it, but that's the thing is that all these new sellers that want to get into the wholesale, they ask us because we all been through it. We all made our purchases. We all lost money because you thought you were buying something that will be a mixture, and you're thinking hopefully 50 or 60% is brand new in the box, and the other 40 is so. No, it's like the other way around. 60% is used or returns and it's scary. You know what's scary too is that when you buy those type of pallets, some of them will have stickers that say defective, and you're like, holy crap, and you're gonna cross your fingers hoping that it's really not. A lot of times they're not, but some of them they are. And then I was telling James in the past, I got to the point where I will receive so many defectives in the past where I would break them up into parts and sell them as, you know, in parts on eBay back then. It was just too much work trying to separate everything and sell it in parts. I mean, it's too much work. So yeah, I mean, you just gotta be careful what you're buying. I mean, returns, there is a profit to be made as long as you have an eBay account. But if you're looking to go more of a 60-40, like, you know, 60% Amazon, maybe 40% eBay, and it might be the other way around because return pallets, they're not as profitable to sell on Amazon because of the condition of the box or something always. I mean, and that's the thing I hate about it. You get the box brand new sealed, never been opened, but the box is jacked up. So then you gotta ask yourself, if I send this to Amazon as new, more than likely you're probably gonna get a negative feedback from your customer, or they might even return. They're gonna say, oh hell no, I don't want that box damaged. I'm gonna send it back. I'm not even gonna receive it. Send it back. So why even take a chance? You're gonna
Yeah, I
get
did that. I did that with
your money. You're gonna get your money, and then 4 days later or 3 days later, you're gonna get initiated refund email.
Yeah, I bought in that pallet that I bought a while back. They had an easy bake oven in it. It was new, but
Yeah,
the box was jacked.
yeah,
So I mean, I listed it on Amazon and I put in the conditions. I put the box is heavily damaged, whatnot. And so
yeah,
somebody bought it from me, and
yeah.
they got it. And then they sent me a message. This is for my daughter's birthday party. How dare you send me a damaged box? I'm like, and then I sent a message back. It's in the condition notes. And I even took a picture of it, sent it in the email back to her. I guess
Yeah.
as long as you list it that the box is damaged, they really can't do anything about it.
A lot of times buyers, and I've done it too as an Amazon buyer, a lot of times they don't read the condition, they don't read the special instructions that you're inputting as a seller. They just see the picture and they get excited and they buy it. You know?
Yeah.
So, it's happened to me before where I thought I was buying something brand new, but it was used, but I didn't see the condition. But all I saw was the picture and Prime, 2-day shipping. I'm buying it. And then when I receive, I was like, hey, this and this and that. And when they tell me that they include it on their condition and what have you, I would try to argue with them until I go back and check, and then I feel dumb. But again, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the seller still has that power to either return it, leave you negative feedback. But as long as you input your information, Amazon will back you up and take the hit for it. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I told that lady, I said, I mean, if you don't want it, I said you can send it back to me, and I'll give you a refund. But I mean, it was a heavy box, so I said I'm not going to give you a shipping label for it. You want to send it back to me, you can pay for shipping.
Yeah.
And she didn't send it back.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that company that I think it was Marianne that mentioned, give it a shot. But just, I mean, what I would do, just me personally, try to just find a place where you can go visit, go see it for yourself. Where you walk out of there feeling good because you actually got the chance to even potentially pick out what pallets you want. I want that one, and that one. And you know what I mean? Like you have control. You buy online, you're like hoping, and you're probably gonna stress over it because I've been through that. You get it, they're dropping it off, and suddenly you're so eager, and you open it up, and this surprise, whether it could be good, it could be a bust, But I'll tell you this right now: when you guys buy online, correct me if I'm wrong, don't your hopes go high? Don't you guys have high hopes when you guys order online? Whatever it is, online arbitrage or whatever it is, you have high hopes, like holy crap. But what happens if your order came short, something happened, and it always happens. It could be with the carrier, it could be that one item was back stock, but things happen. So when you order online, you just got high hopes, and when you get it over, you're just hoping that everything is there, and you're hoping for the good, but just be ready for surprises. So again, give it a shot. Give it a shot. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying do it personally because I've done all of that. I've done some crazy stuff where I lost a lot of money, but once you get into the groove and get your feet wet, then you learn from it. Just make a note of it as lessons learned, but keep moving forward. Not like some people where they get intimidated because their first wholesale purchase was a dud, and right away they want to back off and think of something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know a friend of that happens. Yep.
Oh yeah, there's this one guy that I'm just gonna let it be known. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We don't have to name names. but-
Okay. There was this one character that he bought. It was his first time buying wholesale, and I'll tell this to anybody. If you're gonna get into it, try to start small, get your feet wet, just learn it and see, because anybody could go get trigger happy and say, I'm gonna go buy 10 pallets. Little do you know, it's gonna take you a while to list all of that on Amazon. It's gonna take you a while to sort everything out, and you inspect it, the condition. You'll be the one to determine this is new, this is acceptable, this is used. You know what I mean. So anyway, this one individual, it was first time buying, and according to him, he purchased a truckload of Walmart returns. And it was to the point where I think supposedly that it was a lot of work, and a lot of it was more of
Yeah, I know
eBay,
who that is.
Craigslist, and it was to the point where he was even thinking of reliquidating it to other people just to get rid of it and try to get his money back and maybe a little bit of a profit, you know? So that's the thing is like when we found out about it, like, dude, why would you buy a truckload of return pallets from Walmart? I would have started off maybe a pallet or two at the most and see what you're getting, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, he bought a whole truckload. It's a pretty big gamble. And the last time I heard is that he was trying to wholesale it or whatever, liquidate it to some fellow resellers just to try to break even, get his money back. And one of those items I think he mentioned was a trampoline. Like, holy crap, what was the return? So stuff like that he can't sell on eBay or Amazon, you know. So he stuff like that he puts it up on Craigslist, and you know the stuff myself. But you know that's going back to what I say. Your high hopes, you know, just be ready for any surprises because that's just what happens.
Yeah. Well, let's see. It looks like we've gone over a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show, and we can have our after show hangout. If anybody wants to come hang out with us after the show, let me know. I'll send you a link. And thank you all for watching. And let me know if you guys want to have another show next Monday.